Week 1 of the Texas high school football season finally here, which means we are as well. We have a couple state champions from a year ago in action, including the Mason Punchers.
Yeah, a couple teams we got to see in person last year at the state championships. Longview starting their season on the road, looking to defend their 6A Division II state title. This is Texas Online Overtime.
Turn on the lights, strap up the helmets, lace up the cleats, and run out the tunnel. It's football night in Texas.
Hey, look, if you buck, we got them pinned, show enough. Back to the wrong end zone. It's our house, go home. You ain't lay it on the line like me. You ain't stopping us 2 weeks on the front line, no D. Hey, who you know to throw it down like this? And if you do, I bet you they from TEXAS. Ain't got no S on chest, but I'll be a hero tonight. Can't stop the long pass under the lights on Friday night. Let's go. So you...
High school football highlights from across the state. Texas Online Overtime.
Welcome into the first ever installment of Texas Online Overtime. I'm Clint Brakeville.
And I'm Zach Martin. We've got tons of highlights and scores ready for you guys tonight from across the Lone Star State.
Well, let's get right after it. Why don't we? Let's start in Central Texas as we start with Cedar Park and Vandegrift. First quarter, no score. Cedar Park's Jonathan Stockwell. Fumbles. Fumbles again. Vandegrift recovers. Later in the quarter, third down, Drew Dawson. He's going to be sacked by Cedar Park. That sets up a Vandegrift field goal. Still in the first, it's going to be Ryder Hernandez.
Going left. What's going to happen?
I think he's going to be
Oh, not good.
Oh, nice play on the sidelines, though. Ensuing drive, second quarter, still 3-0. Drew Dawson passes to Trey Mungavi, makes it 10-0, and Vandegrift beats Cedar Park 17-0.
Okay, so I didn't know if this was going to be a big game or not. It kind of turned into one, though. Arlington Martin taking on Lake Travis. Second drive of the game. Hudson Card, 13-yard touchdown strike. Grayson Sandlin, 7-0 Cavs. Arlington Martin comes back. They're going to tie the game at 7 right here. Then QB Zach Mundell, he's going to scramble around and just chuck it back to the end zone. He's going to find Cal Robinson. Warriors! They take a 14-7 lead. Arlington Martin is driving late in the first half. Lake Travis, Mauricio Trevino comes up. Huge interception of Zach Mundell. That's going to open the door for Card again and company. Here's Hudson Card finding Grayson Sandlin in the end zone. That tie the game up at 14. Final 35-14. Martin Warriors with the win. Let's go to KXAN Sports Director Roger Wallace. Roger, just kind of talk about this. We weren't expecting Arlington Martin to come out with a win. How big of a deal is this for the Central Texas region?
Well, it's certainly an eye-opener when you see a Lake Travis program lose their opener, and then you think about the fact that it's the third time in the last 5 years they've lost their opener, and they've done pretty well. They won a state title within that time span. They also went to a state championship game. But, yeah, that's a surprise. Hudson Card, the commit to the University of Texas, he kind of took a beating tonight at the hands of that Arlington Martin defense. In fact, it was the exact same score as last year, only flipped when Lake Travis went up to Arlington and took care of business. So certainly a surprise. But, again, non-district, that's when you work the kinks out, and Hank Carter, their head coach, is pretty good at doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for joining us. This is one of the cool things about this show is that we're going to be able to have great sports directors like Roger Wallace be able to join us each and every week. Roger, thank you so much. Okay, we're going to move on now. China Spring taking on Lorena. Head coach Brian Bell entering his second year with the Cougars. Lorena down 14-0. Bradley Lena on the QB keeper. Well, that works a lot sometimes. He gets that in for the touchdown, 14-7. Same score, 4th and 1. Emmanuel Abdallah on the carry. Bulldozes his way through people. Get off me on his way to the touchdown. China Spring leads 21-7. Still in the second, same score. Reverse to KJ Peoples. Man's got some speed. He's about to show it off. Ooh, goes upfield. No one's touching him. That would get them great field position later on the drive. Abdallah on the carry. He's going to take it in for another score. Powerful running back. They go ahead 28-7. China Spring, they get a pretty dominant win, 42-21.
Clifton versus Valley Mills. The lefty, Zach. You got to appreciate that being a lefty yourself. To Mason Ochoa. Riley Parriff Perry runs up the side. He's going to get into the red zone. Then it's going to be Brandon Berger to Everett Sadler. And I think we're going to get ourselves into the end zone. The lefty throwing a strike. You love it, don't you? Brandon Berger now, a long pass for 20 yards to Riley Perry.
Honestly, I'm left-handed. That still
Riley
looks like
Perry. Clifton wins 35-0. So how about we bring it home now to the Panhandle, the Texas Panhandle. We're going to do that at Dick Bivens Stadium as Caprock taking on the Hereford Whitefaces. We're going to start in the Wildcat formation for the Herd. And Seth Dixon, a great running back from the area last year. His replacement, Xavier Gonzalez, not doing his best. Seth Dixon right there to the crib. Richard DeLeon, quarterback for Caprock. He launches it to Isaiah Hernandez. That's for the touchdown. And Zach, what happens after that?
So we've had a turnover chain before. We've had a turnover trash can before.
What is that?
Have you ever seen the touchdown?
Oh, the home phone, a house call.
House call.
I get it. I like it. Hereford just before the half. Slater McCracken. You'll see that this is the exact same play that they ran twice in a row. The second time, it worked a little longer. McCracken down the sideline. What's McCracken? Well, it's Hereford getting the win over Caprock, 40-21.
Bushland in Childress. Jared Thomas, son of head coach Jimmy Thomas.
Yep.
He's the quarterback for Bushland. He's going to find Skylar Jocko for this touchdown to make it 6-0 early. Bushland now up 13-0. Coleman Junnell takes it up the middle on a 4th and 3. Good call, though, 20-0 now. Then Childress is going to be able to cut it 20-7 as Miguel Salinas takes it up the middle for the touchdown. Childress, they backed up now to their own end zone. This is an issue. Ball snapped over QB's head. It's week one, though. It's week one. He gets scooped up by Bushland. That would actually end
Brody
up.
Phillips falling on it.
Oh, man, and that would end up being the killer, too, because Bushland goes on to win by 7, 29-22.
So now we get a matchup of two different areas. The Panhandle taking on the Big Country. Tascosa taking on Abilene. Tascosa making that run to the state semifinals last year. They get on the board first. They're up 3-0. Now we get another field goal from the Rebels. Their offense not exactly in full speed just yet. Up 6-0. Here comes Abilene High. Fonso Dotson. He's going to deliver some momentum for
It's always a good thing to deliver.
High. Yeah, it is. Momentum, right? 18 yards, Abilene High, first down. Later on, they hand it to Dotson again. He picks up another 16. That's pretty good yards per carry.
Yeah,
right there. Now it's 4th and 3. Actually, we're going to fast forward past 4th and 3. Let's just get into the end zone. What do you say, Zach?
Absolutely, I like it.
Abby punching it in. Tascosa, they actually got down 14-13, but ended up winning it in an ugly one, 19-14 over Abilene High.
Cisco taking on Sweetwater. Cisco takes off early on the 35. Gibson Hearn hands it off to Isaac Acosta, and he says, see ya, to the defense all the way in to get Cisco on the board, first 7-zip. Cisco continuing to power through the Mustangs. Hearn with the keeper. Uh-oh, that's not good. Is anyone going to catch him? Anyone?
I don't think
Anybody?
so. Oh, the last second dive didn't work.
No, 13-7. Sweetwater dogs them every step of the way. Leo Halsey leads the charge as they battle their way into the end zone. Sweetwater tightens the gap, only down 6, but Cisco, they end up actually stretching this one out, get the 49-27 win.
So to the Lubbock area, the South Plains. And who'd you see right there?
That was old Jarrett Culver, Texas Tech player.
The Timberwolves.
Yeah.
Jalen Dobbins, though, he keeps it himself for Estacado against Coronado. Now airing it out, Dobbins.
Pretty ball.
Ooh, finds Jalen Smith. Nice catch and throw. Estacado on top, 16-7. Mustangs have to respond, and they do. Late in the second quarter, Coronado on the goal line. Neil High gets to the end zone. And nice. He gets in 21-16. Lubbock Estacado wins it 36-30.
That was a little bit of an upset for me, I think. Shallowater taking on Idalou. First drive of the game comes down to 4th down for the Mustangs. Wildcats drop the return. Uh-oh, that's not good. And it's going to be recovered by Shallowater. They're too good of a team for you to do that. A few drives later, though, the Mustangs, they're able to connect and they're going to be right here to take it all the way home. They just got running backs. They're about to be the running back high school out here, out west, because they just seem to have another one every single year like DJ Collar. Let's go to the Permian Basin area next.
Idalou gets the win.
Yep.
Smithson Valley versus Midland Lee. Serrano to Fuanji. Over the middle. And it's going to be 7-0 Rebels with 6 minutes left in the first. And then it's going to be Smithson responding. 55-yard bomb. And it's going to be Luke Gombert who's going to deliver it. And he's going to find his man Maverick Freeland.
That's a great name. That is the best name I've heard.
Home of the free land of the brave, baby.
What a Maverick.
I think I might have got that one backwards. Midland comes right back. Shamar Davis up the middle, untouched for 50 yards, 14-7 Lee. Ryan Quiros now. He's going to rumble through the Rangers defense. And he's going to make it 14-14.
Oh, yeah, just rumbling, stumbling, bumbling his way in there.
Serrano now going to take it in for the 1-yard scored, which is going to make it 21-14 Rebels.
I feel like you got to give the ball back to the guy on that one.
Yeah, Serrano and Fuanji now is a combination you hear a lot this year. Another long throw for the score, and that makes it 28-14. Midland Lee wins it 45-21.
All right, Ira and
I'm still trying to think about the home of the free. Did I get close on it? I don't remember what I said.
Maybe. After scoreless first quarter, Jackson Willis finding opening throws to Brandon Cerna. It's our week 1 too. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
6-0 Crane. Ira and responding as their quarterback Zane Davis. He's gonna be able to sneak that into the end zone. Kind of hard from that angle, but you can tell tying it up at 6. Unfortunately, not enough to hold off the Golden Cranes. Willis gonna throw it to. Here's another great name, Major Martin. I'm not just saying that because his last name's Martin, but he does take it in to the end zone. Crane wins. Yeah, it's a pretty big win, I'd say, 80-6.
El Paso Americas far out west against El Paso Eastwood.
Okay.
Land of the free, home of the brave, Americas.
Yes.
Okay, there I got it that time. First quarter, Christian Castaneda drops back. He's sacked by Dylan Kemp. America's now with the football, and it's going to be Michael Noel finds Joshua Rubacaba for the touchdown. I didn't get that one right, I can tell you that, Zach.
Yeah, good effort.
Yeah, great effort. Trailblazers up early. Later in the quarter, it's going to be Aaron Dumas. Hey, it's kind of like the coach in Dumas, Aaron Dunham of Dumas, but Aaron Dumas, that's a touchdown. Then it's Noel back to work through the air. This time connects with Evan Chisholm for the score. Troopers trying to get something going offensively. Castaneda, though, he is going to be picked off by Nathan Alvarado, and the big winner tonight, 63-0 Eastwood over Americas. Coronado and El Paso Andress, 7-zip Coronado at halftime, Zach.
Yeah, absolutely. Jeremiah Toski, he's going to end up diving in for the end zone. He gets it, extra point. Now, we don't show you extra points too often unless something happens like that. Blocked.
Ooh, nice dive, though.
Great dive. 7-6 Coronado.
Can't teach that.
Next, Eagles drive. Trayvon Ware dives in from a yard out right there. That's Ware. 14-7, fourth quarter now. Toski to Jeremiah Cooper. And that would put this one away. Stick a fork in them. They're done. Andrew shuts out Coronado in the second half. They get to win 23-7.
One of my favorite nicknames, the Concho Val.
I like it.
Wall taking on Mason, former Mason head coach Cade Burns, holding up the Lone Star Cup trophy given to the punchers before the game. The excitement could be felt throughout the stadium, we're told. Both teams taking the field first quarter. Mason backed up in their own territory, and Clay Kleiner can't grab the toss. Wall recovers it with great field position. After the turnover, Wall quarterback Mason Fuchs rolls out to his right, finds Connor Dursky in the corner. Hawks take an early 8-0 lead after the two-point conversion, still in the first. It's going to be handed off to Chase Rios. He breaks a few tackles and finds the end zone. Wall 15-0. Later in the first, it's Wall's Cinch Dickey. He's going to break free and see nothing but green grass in front of him.
Wow.
Wall 21,
Wasn't
nothing. Wall, man.
They're good.
Not much
Like every
action
sport.
in the second, but right before halftime, Mason quarterback Matthew Kerr. He's trying to go deep, and Jake Andrews is there to pick it off.
No.
That sets up great field position for the Hawks. And we're going to see another touchdown pass, this time to Dursky. The Hawks go into halftime with a 27-0 lead. The Hawks would win this one 47-7. Head coach Houston Guy holding up the Football Days trophy. Wall will get another tough test next week when they go on the road against Cisco. Wall wins 47-7.
Brady taking on Ballinger. First play of scrimmage for the Bearcats. Edgar Nunez back to throw and corks a deep ball. Intercepted by Ty Walker. That's a great name for a defensive back. Not the way you exactly want to start the season if you are Ballinger, though. First quarter, Brady capitalizes. Pitch back to Ty Ibarra. He gets through the crowd into the end zone for the tutty. Brady leads 6-0 after a missed extra point. But that lead wouldn't hold for long. Second quarter, Nunez tosses it back to Darren Hall. He's going to stumble in for 6. Bearcats, they lead 7-6. Ballinger, they go on to get the win 26-22.
My old stomping grounds of Texoma. Graham taking on Wichita Falls Hershey. Graham. Daniel Gilbertson gets the ball up the middle, and he's going to go for 17 yards if you're keeping track at home. Then it's going to be Hunter Lanham. Sneaks and finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, 13-0 Steers. Hershey now, strip sack by Chris Murray, and it gets recovered in the end zone by Reggie Jackson. 2-point conversion is good. 8-13 Grant back on defense. It's going to be an interception, this time by Javion Livingston, and it is a pick 6. 14-13 Hershey. Graham back in Hershey territory, and it's going to be Hunter Lanham finds Daniel Gilbertson on the out route for the touchdown. 20-14 Graham. We got ourselves a ball game.
Yeah, talk about
Hershey.
it.
Tristan Randall, play action, fake, zips it to Javion Livingston, makes a great move and gets into the end zone. Guess what? PAT no good, 20-20.
Like 4 times.
And Graham wins 41-28.
Chisholm Trail taking on Wichita Falls High. After a lightning delay, it's going to be Coyotes leading 14-0. Rangers, Garrison Haskell flushed out of the pocket, throwing it. Zach Williams, he gets the interception. The Rangers, though, are going to fight back. Good defense, keeping the Coyotes from capitalizing on the turnover. It's a good sack right there. It was 14-0 Wichita Falls High School at the half. Chisholm Trail, now they're going to try to fake a punt. Jalik Martin's going to take it 45 yards for the first down, and the Rangers going to continue driving from there. Here comes Zarius Stratford. Uh-oh, he's going to get the sack for the loss of yards. Rangers make it to the red zone. Haskell finds Jalik Martin for the touchdown. Wichita Falls, well, they take the lead, but Chisholm Trail, they come back and get the victory.
All right, let's go to East Texas. Longview, state champions, taking on Lufkin. First play of the game, Jordan Moore throws a screen to Jalen Polk, who then heaves it downfield to Christian Reggie, who makes a catch and will run 90 yards for the touchdown. That's how you start the season.
That's amazing.
Lobos respond. Caden Meredith gets the handoff, and he'll run to the end zone. We're tied up 7-7.
That's what I remember from the state last year. They were so good at running the
Longview
ball.
leads 10-7 when Hayes King throws across his body and finds Jahalen Braden, who makes the catch and gets inside the 10-yard line. But just a few plays later, King will get pressured in the backfield, throws up a prayer. Oh, and looks like we don't have that play. But let me tell you the final here. This one was a good game. You saw from the very beginning right there that play. Longview wins it 24-17. to 21.
Carthage taking on Jacksonville. First play, Jacksonville. They won the toss, so they get the ball first. That is typically how it works, unless you want to kick, I guess. Wouldn't be for long, though. Carthage comes up, huge block on the pass. Kylan Lister comes up with the ball and the turnover. Not only were we seeing a strong defensive performance, but the running game was there for the Bulldogs. Running back Mason Courtney fights his way through the defense, gets close enough to the goal line. Team would get in the end zone the next play. That puts Carthage up 7-0. Quarterback Kai Horton on a little play action rolls out, finds Montrell Smith deep down the field. Big gain for the Bulldogs. They wouldn't score off of it, but a few possessions later, going back to the running game, Jaden Thomas gets the handoff, runs off tackle. Oh, hang on, 1 miss, 2 miss, then finally defense catches up with him. 2 plays later, they call on Thomas again. Yeah, he's just going to finish it this time.
Carthage just continues to be a powerhouse. And this one at the old Tomato Bowl, they did some revamping there as well. Carthage getting the big win, 48-0. Jacksonville back at home, though. However, it was Carthage who gets the big win. So now we go to Tyler Lee taking on Marshall, and Tyler Lee getting right to work in this one. Jamarian Miller finding the hole, then he's gone to the house. Red Raiders take an early lead just minutes later. Red Raiders threatening again. This time it's Mark Patton on the quarterback keeper. Another lead score. They lead 14-0. Mavs starting to figure things out in the second quarter. J.J. Green, deep pass, underthrown pass is tipped to Marcus Williams in the perfect place. Wow. That's the way they drew it up, Zach. That's the way they drew it up. A couple plays later, bad snap. Green keeping the play alive. Finding Larique Rawls in the back of the end zone for the score.
Good job.
That's the way they drew it up, Zach.
Absolutely.
Tyler Lee wins a thrilling game, 27-20.
Shout out to the cameraman for keeping up with that one. That was pretty solid. Here we go. Paris taking on Pleasant Grove. Quarterback Ben Harmon with the ball here. He gets free down the middle of the field, fights his way into the end zone. How about a little PG defense? Perry with the rock. Pleasant Grove says, no, not for long. Watch this. Rips him down pretty angrily right here. And
that's just some tough play on both sides.
And then he's just going to look at him like, yeah, you know, all day. PG now getting the rock on the outside. Kimya Hicks getting downfield before finally being pushed out of bounds. Pleasant Grove, they go on to get the win 22-16.
There have been some great games all over the area. I'm looking forward to seeing what transpires this season. We're going to continue this throughout the entire regular season, and you know what? We may go into the playoffs a ways with this as well. So we have a lot of storylines to follow. Obviously, Arlington Martin getting a big win over Lake Travis. We saw some state champions and some traditional powerhouses show why, in fact, they're traditional powerhouses and why they have the bling to back it up as well. We had a lot of fun with you, Zach. I hope you had some fun.
No, absolutely. This show was a lot of fun. We're going to, as he said, we're going to keep doing this every single week. We're going to try to improve. If you guys have any comments, anything like that, of course, you can comment
some games that we can't miss, just let us know.
Yeah, let us know, because we want to know as much as you can. Because like I said, we're up here in the Panhandle, so if you guys got something down in South Texas, East Texas, something, just let us know, and we'll try to get it out there.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on the website, and we look forward to seeing you back here next week as well.